What's up, y'all? I can't see. I would put on my glasses, but then there's the glare, and I can't see anything even more, so no glasses for me. This video will not be me singing and going la 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 with my voice, because I have some announcements for you guys. I don't know what the noise is, but whatever. Okay, since kind of always, since I've been younger, I've just wanted to be a musician. This is just my dream. This is what I want in my life. And so last year, I remember there's this festival in my city called Sunfest, and last year I wanted to go, and so I was checking out their lineup, like the artists that perform at the show, and I saw who was there. No one really interested me, but then I saw the side said how to perform at Sunfest, and I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But then, you know, at the time, I didn't really, not necessarily I wasn't ready, because I felt like vocally I was, you know. Now obviously I'm more ready, but at the time I was like, okay, you know, I'm pretty good, you know, considering the circumstances. But I don't know, I don't know, was it for me at the time, I guess. And so this year I was looking again at the lineup. It's not out yet, which is stupid, because the festival is in like 90 days and their tickets are already on sale, but their lineup isn't even out. But whatever, not the point. And so I see the same thing again, sign up to be in it, and I was like, okay, well, this year I feel like I'm legit ready, because from last year to this year I've just gained like so much more passion than I already had. And so I was looking at how to sign up, and age wasn't a problem, which I thought it would be. It wasn't. It's just you needed to have your original stuff, and I was like, okay. But the day that I looked at the form was like January 8th, I think, or 7th, and the deadline to like fill out the forms and you have to have samples of your original stuff was for January 15th. Today's January 31st, and I was like, damn it, I'm not gonna have a week to like make up my own original stuff. I would not have, there's no time for it. So I said, you know what, next year my goal is to perform at Sunfest. That is my goal. I will perform at Sunfest next year, okay? Y'all are gonna see, I'm gonna be there, and I'm just gonna be like a little midget compared to everyone else, because I'm like 5 feet, and I'm gonna be like, hey guys, blah blah blah, and I'm gonna be like, you know, jamming, and this is a brush, not a mic. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna be ready, and I don't know, I just kind of got like a burst of motivation, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make an album. And I've kind of wanted to do that for a really long time, since maybe I was like 10, but the thing is, because I was so young, I felt like a lot of the feelings I felt were pretty mature for my age. And if I wrote about it, because I don't want other people writing my songs, I want to write everything for myself. That's kind of the reason I want to be a musician, because I want to express how I feel, and hopefully other people can relate and they can feel better about themselves and be like, okay, well, I'm not alone, someone else has felt this, you know. That's what I want to be a musician for. I want to write my own stuff. And if I'm 10 writing about the things that I thought when I was 10, then a lot of people would have really creeped out. Like, why is this 10-year-old thinking about that kind of stuff? I'm not going to say this stuff because really, it's really dark for a 10-year-old, let's just say that. And so, as I've gotten older, when I gained, you know, I had friends and stuff, I realized that these feelings I was feeling at my age, I guess they seemed pretty normal, because most of my friends kind of had the same feelings, I guess. Maybe it's not normal. Maybe all of my friends are fucked up. But a lot of people I felt were kind of going through the same thing. So, okay, this has to be normal to some extent. And so I didn't feel too bad. I was like, okay. And so that day, January 7th, 8th, whenever I found the Sunfest thing, I just got like a burst of motivation. I was like, I'm gonna make an album. I'm gonna write it and everything. And people who know me, I write a lot. Like, I write kind of, I don't really want to call it a diary, but it's kind of that. And so I wrote in one, I don't anymore, but I used to write in one around March of 2014 up until around August of 2014. And so I have like 2 journals from that time period, and it's like every now and then I get bored and I reread them, and it's just so much like, I start crying when I read them because it's kind of heavy for me to take in. And so I just look at it, I'm like, all of these feelings are going to go so undocumented, and I want to look back in like 10 years and not just look at these diaries, but I want to look at like I want to look at work that proves I've felt all of these things. And so I took both of those journals and I kind of chopped out the parts I really wanted, that really, like, I know were significant at the time, and things that just were really big. And I just kind of took little tidbits of it and I made songs from them. Like, let's say that, okay, well, some of the things that happened around that time period, well, summer, I was really alone, and I didn't really do much. I just kind of stayed home most of the time, and so I just kind of wrote about that, but then, you know, for the purpose of me not really having much written in a diary because I didn't do anything, I just, like, you know, over-exaggerated for the point of it. So the album itself, I already kind of planned a lot of it out. It's called SOHBER, with an H. SOHBER. Yeah, SOHBER. I kind of want to have 3 sections to it. It's going to be sober. Ugh, not sober. What am I talking about? Sober. Sober. Drunk. Excuse me. Had to close the door because I like my privacy. But sober. I'm not too sure if I want to call it drunk. I'm not too sure about that, but it'll be something around that kind of sticking to the drinking and the sobriety and that kind of stuff, like metaphorically drinking. So sober, drunk, and overdose. Those are 3 things I want to do, kind of like 3 little segments, because the main thing that I want to convey with this album is with sober, it's more so just rebirth of identity and a lot of cynical point of views I have on a lot of things, like life, myself, love, friendship, everything in that kind of thing. It's all really cynical, and so sober's kind of the story doesn't start off, because I want to make it kind of like a story, so it's not necessarily going to start off like really good. It's more so going to start off like the recovery. That's how it starts, the recovery, and then you kind of get worse and worse. And if you listen to the album, I guess, backwards, it's going to be the way you're going to start off worse and get better. I don't know, depends on whatever way you want to interpret it, but it's about rebirth of identity and like how I've kind of grown with myself and where I want to be in life and how I don't want to be. Cynical views of life, I just wrote a lot about like my family and yeah, mainly that. And cynical views of romance, not necessarily romance as a whole, but a lot of situations where I've been in where they haven't been romantic at all. Like, let's say something that happened within like a friend of mine or something. Like, let's say I had like a fallout with my girlfriend or something, then I'll write about that, then I'll romanticize it just so it fits into like the love category, because I know love, I guess, it sort of reaches out to more people since it's a universal thing, as well as the fact that someone told me that when I was telling them about how I wanted to do music, they told me I should write about love because love sells, and I told them, well, I haven't been in love, so I wouldn't know what to write about. But then I just thought, I was like, why don't I just exaggerate everything and like make it sound like it's a love song, but it's not. So, I mean, you interpret everything the way you want to, but I know how I'm writing and what I'm writing for and my readings behind it and everything. I've been working on this album nonstop every day. If you see me at school, I have a little brown notebook and I just spend all my time writing. I've been writing this since like 2 weeks straight. Like, that's all I've done. I've written like 20 songs. I don't really like all of them. I like maybe 8 of them, but when I get the ones I actually like, it'll be really good. I'm hoping that it fits the way I want everything to be, because I kind of have like a view of the way I want everything to come out and how it sounds and how it looks. And I want my album to be really blue and pink, like light blue, like a turquoise and a fuchsia pink. Synesthesia, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't really know, where I just kind of like see everything in color. I see people in color, I see music in color, I read books in color. It's really weird to explain. You can Google it on your own time if you want to, but I really want my album to be like a turquoise-ish and like a really light fuchsia, kind of like, have you ever seen those Tumblr blogs that are like a glow? Kind of like that. That's like the vibe I really am getting when I'm writing this. And the sounds are kind of influenced a lot, not the lyrics or the vocals, but like just the sounds, or at least the way I want it to sound. Been influenced by True Romance, Family Jewels, which are both albums, and the song Fruit. So yeah. When I get more information on it, I will tell you guys. I update about this kind of stuff a lot on my Instagram, so if you have one, go follow me. If you don't have one and you want to stay updated, make one. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching and all the support, because I've already gotten a lot of support on this so far, because I like talk about it a lot on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you guys so much for everything. As always, I love you guys with all of my heart. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, everyone.